Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right. Welcome back to the show. Let's see. We're posting this up in here. To the Discord. For everybody that wants to
Yeah,
join in, it would help if I did that. There we go.
yeah.
Bam,
Bro,
bam, bam,
have
bam.
you actually been looking at the Discord though? It's chaos every time I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, I love the chaos because you know
Oh
what?
yeah,
I love the messiness because I love the drama. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know. Yeah, me started the debate. I guess.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Jordan?
What's happening, man?
He
Is
started
it
a debate against me. I think.
Uh,
Actually, wait. Let me check that I have the Discord up. Okay, so Means started a debate.
yeah, about
Oh no,
about
X-Men.
about X-Men.
Yeah,
yeah, how I had to stop and think about it. And basically, what was going on is I was judging the whole team based on its worst members. Members, but the thing is though, in my defense, those worst members are also the people in charge.
that is true. Yeah, no, think about it. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
So
like the people
Pretty
because
much, yeah.
Charles Xavier that now became like, what the heck did they do to Charles Xavier? He used to be like this like really cool, awesome guy, but really all the stuff he's done down, like, dude, you're bored, dude. The only reason why Magneto's worsted you is just because he's a terrorist.
right.
It's, you're
You
just
know
a
what I think?
hypocrite.
You know what I think really kind of messes up the heroes in Marvel and DC a little bit? It's just my opinion. Why is it that when we die, your motherfuckers won't just let us stay dead? Like you ever
Money.
notice that in every comic
Money.
book?
It's money.
I'm saying
That's all it has to do with
nah,
is money, man.
I ain't even talking about the publishers and shit. I'm talking about inside the damn universe. Somebody gotta bring them back to life over some bullshit. Like motherfucker, I was dead. I was in heaven. There was titties with a breast milk tasting like bourbon.
Sorry, I got my comfy pose. I didn't think we were doing this until tomorrow.
I'm just saying the titties tasting like bourbon.
See, look at I was
Brought me back
here
to life.
having titty slapped in my face. I was
Hey,
I
I
was
was in
chilling, and I
paradise.
said they
Like,
said they had the big
well,
they
yeah,
got
with
a
Jane
they,
Grey,
they got a
I
big
get why
ass bong
people
over here,
keep
and they got nothing but
resurrecting.
unlimited
Like
drinks over
he has a
here,
rotating
and I
coffin.
got
Right.
titties right in front of my face right here, and here you come
You bring
fucking
me
with me,
back to
and
life.
you come in here fucking with me because
Back in
you
this,
can't handle a fight because you
Right.
can't win a fight, you raggedy bastard.
So I gotta go back and I gotta deal with this shit again. I gotta live life, which sucks. And I gotta be a hero again, which fucking
And you got to
sucks.
and you
It
got to do this
hurts.
shit to me.
especially if
Oh,
you're in Marvel,
I'm putting cases out on everybody.
because the
Right.
main leading faction heroes, aside from like one person like, well, yeah, actually, I'm gonna stand by this. Avengers. Tony Stark is a P to the R to the I to the C to the K. What does that spell, folks?
Uh,
Put it in the comments.
I
Uh,
would say break. Yeah.
Reed Richards, egotistical narcissist. This, Pete's sakes, I know this was made in the '60s, so I should let this one go. But you know where TFS got that quote from for Dr. Brees? Why is it for kissing, not talking?
Oh yeah.
Reed Richards
Mhm.
said that to Sue Storm.
I did not know that.
It was back in the day. it's one of those things where it's back in the day. It's one of those things where you gotta like look back. But yeah, Reed Richards is kind of a douche. Charles Xavier, my God, Cyclops, stubborn, bullheaded moron.
What's happening, Means?
Welcome back, Means.
Hi, Means. What's up, brother?
What we talking about?
Literally,
we were just talking about the chaos
person
going
who is the leader in Marvel is the guy who is freaking Captain America, and even then, he's not perfect.
Hold on. I don't know what nobody said because everybody was talking over each other.
Slinking around secretive.
Hey, Jack,
hold up. So originally, what we started talking about was the
chaos you started.
The discussion / debate / chaos that you started about X-Men 97 comics and the whole X-Men message and everything like that.
Yeah, I didn't start that, but okay.
These are just having a healthy conversation.
Then it just kind of barreled into.
It started as a debate, but the two of us just, talked like adults. Oh no!
And everybody started thinking about like how messy I guess Marvel and DC actually are when you really look at it.
I mean, but people are messy in general. No one still ever answered my question, so
Yeah, it kind of.
What question was that? We went
so
on
what
for a
exactly
while.
we talking about?
Well, so
because I'm just saying is that originally
was
it started out like that, and then it just kind of we purchased a ticket on the ADHD train, and we're climbing on board, and it started out like that, and now we're talking about who are the most superpower shit. Who's the shittiest person in Marvel and DC? That's where we're at right now.
Okay.
We kind of went off on that. Oh, right. The whole doesn't that make them human thing that you asked. I never did answer that. That it does.
Yeah.
It does. I'm sorry for not answering that, dude. It does make them pretty human, and that's the whole point of X-Men. But it still doesn't change that it's pretty shitty behavior, bad behavior. Sorry, I got to work on my cursing.
Well, we all curse. We all curse. The question
we're just kind of comparing and debating on who is shittier than most.
Oh, okay. But I mean, okay.
Honestly, okay. Question on this one because we got to be
the most toxic character, the most shittiest character. You know what I mean?
Establish a little bit of a ground rule
with the worst behavior type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, we're not doing. We're not going to. I don't think this will be a debate.
I got a question for you guys. This is a legitimate question. We're just talking about who's the worst so-called superhero, right? Because we can't do worst comic persons when super villains are like right next to you.
Well,
I mean, I would say
villains are like a low-hanging fruit. So
yeah, I want to say this though. Can we, if this is a actual debate, can we actually leave the Hulk out of it? Because my only reason why I say the Hulk doesn't count. Yes, he has destroyed cities. He's done a lot of collateral damage and stuff. But the main reason is the Hulk wouldn't be fucking doing all this shit if the military people would just leave him the hell alone. Like, think about it, that's literally his only problem. The Hulk never once started a fight.
Like, truth be told, everyone, if the military
ruined his life. Like when they sent him to another planet, and he liberated it, and everything was. Hulk got happy ending.
Yeah, that is true. But like, he's got a point though. Like when he says if the military wouldn't have fucked with him, he would be fine because the Hulk, his main thing he always said was leave me alone. He's always said leave me alone. And then it wasn't until but then when you had the other personas that are inside Banner's psyche, that take physical form with the Hulk, with like the Devil Hulk or Joe Fix-It, they're all the effects or the causes of something else that happened to Banner. The same thing, like I'm going to bring up your boy who you like to shit on, Cyclops. How you going to be like Cyclops is a dick? I guess if you looking at it from a certain point of view and I'm going to say a lifestyle that you might not have experienced, yeah, Cyclops would be a dick. If not for the fact that people, again, came to him and his people with bullshit. If you're talking about, yeah, he talked shit about Captain America, he also told Cap, you're not close enough to the situation to fully understand something. And then Cap also admitted to that after the fact. Another thing with, again, we're going to go back to Cyclops because you like the shit on him.
I do like shitting on Cyclops.
Like you do like shitting on him, but again, Cyclops never claimed to be a superhero. He has literally never claimed to be a hero. Even when other people in comics would say, "Oh, you guys are superheroes. You're not supposed to do this." Cyclops would be the first one to be like, "No, I'm a soldier. Y'all thought I was a superhero. I'm fighting for the rights of my people. I am literally fighting for the rights of my people to survive. That you say there are too many problems and I want to blame it because this problem is here because the mutants or this problem is here." It was like, if the world literally shows you that they have a problem with the mutants who literally do nothing, just because like if they lose control of their powers or some shit, if you were born with the ability to generate an atom bomb and it accidentally goes off somewhere, are you now the worst person on the planet? Or is the person who's trying to protect you and defend you the worst person on the planet now?
Very good point.
That's a good point.
Well, I kind of like see stuff like that. Then you kind of like step back slightly and go like, wait, why am I saying all the X-Men are assholes? We got Nightcrawler, Grant Gambit, Rogue, Storm.
And the scene that I put out just for
that.
Yeah, the one thing I'll talk about was just for last, the whole Spider-Man thing. Even Juggernaut, like he just walked into their room, he got cussed out. Like, why the fuck? Why am I an asshole? I just got here. I ain't do shit.
No, I mean, and again, kind of piggyback off of some of what you said means about Cyclops is a soldier, and you got to think of it like this: he's a dick because he has to be. He has to be.
Like he has to be that.
Not only that, isn't Captain America also a soldier? He literally was drafted in World War II to be a super soldier.
He was drafted to be a super soldier, yes, but his personality is not that of what America tends to think soldiers are. Captain America, again, like Demi said earlier, he represents the idea of what America could be. But that does not mean that if someone is out there killing a bunch of Americans or killing a bunch of regular people, and then Captain America all of a sudden has to step up now and punch somebody in the face because they killed, American citizens, and Captain America's talking shit to him, all of a sudden now Captain America's a dick and it's okay. But if Cyclops does the same thing for the mutants, he's a dick and it's not okay.
I guess my reason for why I think Cyclops is a bit of a prick is a gigantic prick is because every time I look back and think about the problems of the X-Men that started, there is something I will give him. I may not like Cyclops. I still don't like Cyclops. But it means that I can both agree on one thing. One thing only. He is not the worst X-Men. Nor is he the worst Marvel leader.
Okay.
True.
Charles
still didn't, but that didn't prove when you were saying you still think he's a dick. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
Obviously, I wanted to clarify that one because that's why I can understand why beings like Cyclops and I don't. From my perspective, Cyclops is unwilling to compromise with anyone or anybody or everyone.
Well, same thing could be said about Wolverine. And
like
Wolverine
that argument
does it, then Wolverine does it, and it's the greatest thing
I
ever.
put
Everybody
Wolverine.
loves it.
the first person I put on my list of why X-Men are assholes, I literally said Wolverine. Do I need to say more? Question mark.
Okay, yeah, and we can counter that one too, because again, if we're talking about Wolverine,
we all know
because again, Wolverine is a soldier. He's been a soldier.
Like Wolverine's a soldier. Wolverine was brainwashed. Wolverine had his whole head fucked up. So next time something happens to you and you don't know who you are, where you were born, what memories you can trust or can't trust, let me know if you're not gonna be a dick.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
Like,
get just that. I mean, one, you're a soldier. Two, your head's all fucked up. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's fake. You don't know anything like that. And so the only thing you can rely on is you're training as a soldier.
Right.
And part of that is just being a dick. If you gotta be a dick, you gotta be that. So
I think the main
also
point
true.
to walk
And being
into
former military, I completely understand that.
Yeah. So I think we can all agree that at the end of the day,
I'm not military, but I come from a military family, so I understand.
Me too.
When you gotta be a dick, you gotta be a dick. You got
right.
to say,
like there are certain situations where it's just like, I don't want to be this. Again, Cyclops would say that himself. No, you thought I was a superhero. I'm a soldier. I tried to be nice. I tried to compromise, and yet you still did all of this. I have no choice but to now do X, Y, Z. He doesn't just come out the gate being like,
say, hey, I'm doing this. That's it. You're not.
No. There's a
he starts
line.
out and say, hey,
I guess
let's sit down. Let's talk this out first and see what we can come to an agreement with. We come to an
it's all
agreement
about
with.
Perspective.
We're cool. We're cool.
It's about perspective.
Go forward.
When we look at the whole situation, it's perspective at the end of the day.
So we have that perspective.
Here we go. Joining us today.
Oh boy, we
got the Chaos King himself, Mr. Chaos. What is happening, man?
Hello.
Welcome to the NPC Chatter, sir.
Well, hello. I woke up right in time, huh?
I came in right in time, sir. Right now, we're talking.
I am good.
Only 17 minutes in.
I'm good.
Somehow I
right now,
in.
We are talking about who is the biggest dick. Not who has the biggest dick, but who is the biggest dick in Marvel/DC.
Who's the big?
We did establish it can't be a supervillain because that is cheating.
That's a given that if it is a supervillain, you're a dick.
Because let's face it, with Marvel and DC, the answers are obvious for both on who's the bigger prick. Rick, for Marvel, it's Dr. Doom, the pettiest supervillain alive. For DC, it's Joker.
He's petty, but look here.
DC is who?
And
for DC is who?
It's
for
Joker.
DC. For DC, for me, Joker.
DC is Joker.
He's definitely the biggest.
Yeah,
he's definitely the biggest prick.
Everybody, you really look at it.
All say is this, and I forgot about this, and I can tell you this: the way that they can fight Dr. Doom, and when it comes to Avengers Doomsday, when that comes out, all they got to do is get Luke Cage. Luke Cage whooped his ass for $200. Dr. Doom. When Dr. Doom owed him $200, he whooped his monkey ass.
Let me throw this out there. Let me throw this out there real quick.
What's that?
Hey, let's throw this out there. If we talking about we gonna stop Dr. Doom for $20, Doom will stop himself if you put Storm in front of him.
I mean,
if you put Storm in front of Doom,
I would stop myself if you put Storm in front of me too. But I'm just saying.
I mean, no, like for real. Even if you're talking about villains, like it's other people that will look at Storm and just be like, she can't do whatever, and then they still gonna get washed. Doom, on the other hand, gonna be like, I love that woman. Let me not do anything.
You put Storm in front of me, you're gonna see me just all of a sudden a ball gag in my mouth for no reason. Like, where did that come from? I don't
know. Be like, what?
So what happened?
Where did that come from?
Daddy, right. What the hell?
Okay, but yeah, like if we talking about who's the biggest prick or who's the biggest dick in Marvel or DC, that's not a super villain. When it comes to Marvel,
I would say mainly just being a dick just to be a dick, maybe John Walker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like not because he's a
Honestly,
not because he's a soldier, because he has to
John
be.
Walker,
He's just a dick because he just likes to be.
No,
likes
like
being.
yeah, like
Sorry,
he's a dick. He's racist as fuck. Like yeah, that, he's in there.
Remind me, because again, I'm not a comic book reader. Who was John Walker again? Was that the
U.S.
Is that what I think
agent,
it is?
right?
Got it.
Great value, Captain America.
U.S. agent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great value Cap. Yeah.
Yeah, great value, Captain America.
Yeah.
Because remember in the scene,
that's a great way to describe it too.
Yeah.
Great value, Captain
the
America.
scene in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, he was horrible. Everybody hated his ass.
When he was up against
he was super dicky.
Duraje Mile, and he goes, said, "Okay,
I didn't
just
even
calm
have the
down and settle
super soldier
down." And it's like they weren't even super soldiers.
Nah, the other part though, the other part is when he killed old boy out there in front of everybody.
That too. Yeah. So
and again, that had nothing to do with that guy doing anything wrong. He was getting on his nerve. He was upset because he could not catch him. He kept running and he kept being like, if only I had the super soldier serum. So because you didn't have the serum, now all of a sudden you losing your shit and you going all over the place. But let it have been Captain America who was in that same situation without the super soldier serum. Cap would have did the exact same thing he would have did with the serum, which is find a way to stop him without killing him.
I don't think that was he killed him either. It was because his homeboy got killed, and he snapped.
Still,
it's why Falcon is by far the better Captain America.
Yeah.
Okay, so so John Walker, great example of someone who claims to be a hero, but is kind of a bit of a
not kind of a bit of a
not kind of a
we ain't making no damn excuses for him. Fuck that. He's a dick.
To me, though,
no, listen. When they discharged him,
when you're the person in charge of something, you carry more weight and responsibility. And when you are in charge of something, your actions will affect your teammates, your friend, and more importantly, how the world views your group.
Who are you talking about specifically then?
Oh, I'm not talking about Cyclops.
No, I'm not. I didn't insinuate that. I am literally asking, who are you talking about?
I think he's still talking about oh boy. I think he's still talking about. I thought he was still talking about John Walker. So, like, okay,
Professor Charles Xavier.
Again, I know
he is a douche, and he claims
wait.
to
No.
I'm gonna let.
Xavier was a massive douche.
I wrote down a damn list on Discord. I know exactly where it is.
Xavier is the shittiest person in one of the shittiest persons in Marvel Comics. And again, if you don't know the full story, cool.
He was a douche from day one. Because literally, in his first appearance, pervert on Jean Grey. Jake.
I mean, I'd be smarter, honestly, about pervert on Jean Grey.
Here's the thing.
His relationship with his brother is hilariously awful.
Wait.
Hold up. Because look, I see what you're doing. If you're gonna point out Xavier's faults, let's stick to the stuff that are like legitimate faults. Because someone's beef with their stepbrother who tried to beat them up when they were younger, you cannot follow.
Wiping Cyclops' memory.
Okay, so again, wiping Cyclops' memory, that's a good example. Perving on Jean when he's an adult and she is a 16-year-old, that is a good example.
That's a great example.
Oh, she was 16?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the whole onslaught thing, I'll say this in Discord, I'll be generous and give him half douche on that because the other half Magneto.
No, onslaught doesn't count because, again, that is two individuals, one. Then two, everybody has dark impulses. So you cannot harp somebody for having a dark impulse because Xavier never acted on that shit until after the fact when Onslaught came out. Like, yes, there are Xavier protocols. Batman got fucking protocols.
Everything involving danger.
Now you stepping on my DC. Because it as much as it hurts me to say this, because I identify as Batman. You've never seen us in the same place. Batman is the entire dick in the DC universe.
Yes,
he is. He's so much a dick. He has contingency plans for the entire.
On his friends.
Wait.
No, he has contingency plans on his friends.
Exactly.
Right.
But nobody ever talks about that he has a contingency plan for himself in case he goes rogue.
He does have that, whereas Xavier does not have anything like that. And and people have checked Xavier on his bullshit plenty of times. He done tried to come at Storm, and Storm used the same technique that Xavier taught her. If there's a telepath that ever enters her mind, and she was like, "Nah, fam, you taught me how to defend that shit. You're not about to sway my mind." Cyclops done called out Xavier on bullshit. Wolverine done called out Xavier on bullshit. And we're not talking about like petty squabbles of little things. We talking about if you supposed to represent, or if you have a dream that you want to have human and mutant
surrendering Krakos to everyone against everyone's will, and literally only one name. Orcus.
Hold on. What did you say?
He surrendered Krakos against everyone's will.
Oh yeah. Again, we're not excusing that. Like, we're literally going down a list of the shit that he has done that considers him a dick. He is there, bruh. No one on here this panel is disagreeing with you.
Here's the thing.
He's constantly saying is this. Oh, I can't go in somebody's mind. I can't go in somebody's mind, and he'll instantly go into somebody's mind.
Xavier is right. Prick.
Yes, we're saying he's a prick. We're not saying he's not.
John Walker is because he is in charge of the X-Men. Everything I just listed reflects back on them.
No, it doesn't. It
doesn't actually.
It really does not. Because look. I'm gonna say this. If you're talking about, like, if you're talking about the leader of somebody and it looks bad on somebody else, you cannot say that Xavier represents all of the X-Men. If he's the leader of the X-Men, and then the X-Men themselves have been like, "Nah, Xavier, that was foul. Get the fuck out." The X-Men ain't disbanded. Just that individual who does not represent the greater morals or the greater good of the X-Men, that person's out.
I mean, to be fair, when Cyclops got his memory back, and this is point Cyclops, even if I don't like the guy, the first thing he did was boot Xavier out. And
does anybody really like Cyclops? I mean,
yes.
Yes. Means does. I don't.
I don't go too deep in Cyclops, but I honestly think he is power-wise definitely one of the strongest mutants, and definitely a contender in fighting. I remember Marvel versus Capcom. He was definitely one of the ones you had to get. If you had Cyclops, you were overpowered. Optic Blast alone would do some damage.
For me, it's been a roller coaster with Cyclops. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. If I
can defeat you by snatching off your shades, you're not
gonna do it. I promise you. I promise you're not. That man had to learn how to fight without being able to see.
The safety of
if you gotta close your eyes to keep from destroying the world, I'm gonna punch the shit out you while your eyes closed. I'm sorry.
Right.
Again,
there have been many times where Cyclops said fuck it and took off the visor and the shades. And at this point, when I see it like this, that's not a weakness. That's his damn safety.
Like, it really is. It really is a safety. It's a safety. If you take that nigga's fucking visor off of him, one, he's still gonna whoop your ass with his eyes closed. This man trained to do that shit just in case. Two, he is a strategic genius. So again, you might be like, "Oh, we're gonna take his glasses off." He done.
You going to
one of the top strategists in all of Marvel. He's one of the absolute top strategists.
From punch beats
but calling him a genius is just out there.
They literally call him that. They call him a strategic genius in the damn comics. Like, bro, that's not me just saying it.
No, that's he's like one of like the top.
I still remember
top
It was
5
Cyclops that took
strategics in
down
all of
Juggernaut.
Marvel.
Yeah.
And this
Like,
was a
if we talking
teenage
about, like-
Cyclops that did that.
Like Cyclops, people shit on him because the only thing people know about Cyclops is what they saw in them cartoons. Jean, oh no, I can't see. Fuck that.
I mean, if we
That's
gonna
the
shit
car-
on him about the cartoons and the movies,
To be-
goddamn
yeah,
it,
to
he's
be-
a simp.
To be fair, sometimes
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
you just-
everybody know, don't take them glasses off. You better hope you don't open them eyes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're
Right.
talking about just the cartoon and the movies, you don't have a full view of somebody. That's like looking at Malcolm.
You don't.
Like you looking at Malcolm X and being like, Malcolm X is racist because he don't like this. You don't know shit about what that man did outside that. You only looking at the first thing. And the reason I bring Malcolm X up is because Cyclops is more equivalent to Malcolm X in the damn comics than what everybody thought Magneto was.
Hell, even with Malcolm X, he was
terrorist.
That is true.
Okay, you gotta look at it like this. When Malcolm X started out,
hold on, time out.
That's a little bit true.
How was that true?
So
because
okay,
Cyclops is not by any means necessary, though.
Yes, the fuck he is. Again, if you basing it off of what you see on the cartoons and the movies, he is not that at all. But if you talking about in the comic books themselves, Cyclops has gone out plenty of times to be like, leave mutants alone or I'm gonna fuck you up. He has always been that way. Before you came on, in the most recent issues, and even some of the older ones, but we gonna go to the most recent solo series, was Cyclops was going against the Reavers. The Reavers were like, oh, we can take him. He doesn't have his visor. His eyes are wrapped up. And then they still getting his ass whooped. And then when one person gets the better on Cyclops for coming behind him, and they was like, yeah, we got him now. And Cyclops was like, you know what? I tried to talk to y'all. I tried to go do my own thing. I just wanted to save this one girl and be on about my day, but y'all kept fucking with me. And then the moment he shot this dude's arm off, they was like, oh, you're supposed to be a superhero. He's like, no, I'm a soldier.
True.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you gonna judge that man, like, you gotta judge him off of everything. You can't just go off of half knowing some shit.
Absolutely.
The thing is, what irks me is that sometimes alternate media can sort of save a character and that also influence their comics so that the character's better. Thank God for Insomniac Spider-Man.
Oh, change the subject.
With both of them, because Peter Parker was, well, I'm going to be cute. He was a Peter, all right.
Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Big Peter.
Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Superior Spider-Man. Superior Spider-Man was a dick.
Yeah, he was. Well, it's not really.
Superior Spider-Man was a dick
for him because that's back in Peter's body. But as the aftermath of,
I wouldn't even
getting his brain back. Yeah, that's all on Peter, and Peter was again a massive Peter.
I wouldn't even use the Doc Ock in his body excuse, because that's like saying in the ultimate time, in the alternate timeline, the Bat Who Laughed, that's not actually Batman.
Right. I mean, that's the Joker.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, that's the main line, but the thing is that happened in the mainline universe.
I mean, it happened, but again, we can't use that example because again, like, he was still possessed. Like it doesn't hold up because it's not him wholeheartedly himself. The same thing like when you brought up Jean talking about flip-flop between Dark Phoenix and regular Phoenix. You got a whole space entity inside your body. Let me know how well you can control that shit.
Right.
That's kind of why anything Superior Spider-Man did was.
If it gets me laid, I'm just gonna let it do what it want to do. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just get out there and do you.
Harley has asked a question I didn't believe looking at. Oh wait, no. Okay, does this only happen in the Ultimate Comics? Please tell me this was just an Ultimate Comics thing, because the Ultimate Comics were weird.
What specifically?
There was something where where Wolverine and Spider-Man swapped bodies.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking
Wolverine was going
yeah.
to
Y'all
MJ.
The context though, like, do you have the context? Jean herself,
MJ, because he quote unquote likes redheads. This is the
only reason
ultimate
why
comics.
I will say
Again.
this. I will say this. The only reason that I kind of brought that up and why I said it was still a dick move on Jean's part. I understand you want to get back at Wolverine because you told him, "Hey, stop flirting with me, leave me the fuck alone," and he kept going. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck did Peter have to do with that?
She didn't choose Peter. Like, where are we're missing this at? She did not just be like, okay, that motherfucker right there. Peter, unfortunately, was a casualty, a bystander of someone who was not in total control of her powers because she was fucking 19.
I didn't know she was 19 in the comic.
Like I said, y'all have
to read the comics.
You have.
I just pulled that up because I thought it was funny.
No, because
you pulled it up because you thought it was funny. But again, if you pulling up a comic reference, you gotta know that shit, bro. Otherwise, your argument is not valid.
I was just thinking it was funny because when's the last time? I mean, you gotta think about this. If Spider-Man,
no, you will hear anything from King and Queen Lion.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man cusses you out that badly.
That's really relevant to the point, though. Again, if you're bringing somebody up from a comic, you better know that goddamn comic, bro. Because as soon as somebody pull that shit apart,
it's like
that's actually what I wanted to ask you.
You gotta almost have King Lion knowledge of the comic. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't going that far. I ain't
yeah, like if you bring something up from the cartoon that's fucked up, and everybody can go back and look at that shit and just see, that was fucked up.
Yeah,
cool. But again, like if it's fucked up, but the reason it's fucked up is because somebody else was doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing. You cannot be like, she's a dick for that, because that's just like if somebody come to you about something and be like, oh, well, he said go shoot your mama and something else over there, and now he's a bad person. He said go shoot your mama because that person's told him before that, I'm gonna shoot your mama. But if you didn't say that, like if somebody come to you saying they gonna shoot your mother, and then you tell them, nah, go shoot your mama, but then now everybody says you the villain. That's essentially what you did with Jean just now.
Jean Grey is, I never count anything Jean Grey does against her that much. There are some times when she does deserve a little flack, but the reason why I don't count it as much is she's got a cosmic bird inside of her that if she let loose the control very quick, she goes from sweet, innocent Jean Grey to the freaking Dark Phoenix.
I think it's been my
super villains in
you can still count it against.
Hold on. To be fair, if my understanding is correctly about the Dark Phoenix, isn't the Dark Phoenix's like nature mostly affected by her surroundings?
No.
Like if she's feeling like like when it comes to negative feelings of. No. I think what started the Dark Phoenix. What started Dark Phoenix? Remind me, fuck.
Like Dark Phoenix comes about because she is experiencing everything for the first time. She's not like it's you're experiencing everything, emotions that you've never felt before because you've been just solo dolo in space for the longest. The only thing you may have talked to is another cosmic entity that does not experience the same thing that a regular homo sapien superior regular person experiences. So then you put that couple that with Jean, who is a telepath, who has her own emotions, dealing with her shit and feeling everybody else's shit. Now you are connected to everything all at once, these new experiences, and you're getting a high off of it because you don't know what the fuck is going on. You got all this power.
Basically, Dark Phoenix is a super empath.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Phoenix going out there and consuming a star and destroying a whole galaxy, yes, that's fucked up. Jean also said it was fucked up.
That is a dick move, yes.
That is a dick move, but it's not a dick move because of she had malice. Again, you got to keep in mind what the fuck she was going through. And when Jean came back and was like, I feel bad for killing all these people. when they had the whole trial, Jean wasn't like, no, I can't do this. Everybody else was like, no, that's Jean. She didn't mean to, blah, blah, blah. Jean was like, no, I still fucking kill people. Like, I did that shit. So again.
So even though I may have been controlled, been controlled by the Dark Phoenix, it was me. It was
me. Like, she took accountability for it. So if you're talking about somebody that's a dick, we talking about people that ain't taking accountability for shit. And they just doing it because they wanted to.
They doing it for the love of the game.
They doing it because they want to be the Xavier out here and just be selfish.
Well, okay.
So they basically mean with the love of the game. Gotcha.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, Means I gotta ask this question for you. Two things. One, did you know this? TFS once did a reference to the Fantastic Four comics when they did a parody of Dr. Grease, and he says the line, "Wiser for kissing, not talking." Reed Richards said that to Sue Storm. Admittedly, back in the 60s, so different style of writing back then. But at the same time, here's what I got to ask you. Who is the bigger dick between these three? Between these three, Charles Xavier, Reed Richards, Tony Stark. Okay, Hank Pym.
It'll be between Hank Pym and Xavier. Hank Pym beats his wife, beat his girlfriend.
Okay, actually, that is not true.
Was he? What happened?
Hank Pym did not beat his wife. He only
let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
In a moment of action.
There's no excuse for beating the wife. I'm sorry.
Hey, hold up.
I don't know. Have you been married? I don't know.
Right. Have you been in a relationship or married with somebody that you legitimately like?
I've never been in a relationship at all.
Hey, angry. Twin come running out the room telling him, I wish you would.
Nah, fam.
Hey, listen, man. Chaos.
He knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
He knew what he did was wrong. He was
don't push. Because look at man. So look at man. You could be 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", all you want to.
Hey, as much as you want to. She threatened to climb me like a spider monkey and beat me around the neck. I ain't fighting her.
Right. I don't care what no. It was a thing of passion. You don't raise your fist at no woman
as this horrible
at all.
wife abuser, man.
There's
plenty of other. That's not true. He did it one time and to start his legacy. But he's not. But the thing is, there's plenty of other things for him to be mad at Hank Pym about. That dude's not have anything to do with us.
One time is more than enough to beat a woman.
I'm gonna say
one
like
time.
This. Well, listen,
you decide to put your hands on your wife, like you lose all respect.
Well, listen, I'm gonna say it like this. Out of all of the shit things that Hank Pym has done, okay, from Ultron and everything else, for me, the worst thing and the most unforgivable thing is beating his wife. Okay,
There's no way to explain it. There's no way to justify it. You don't put your hands on it.
I'm not trying to justify his actions. I'm just trying to say he's not like this. He's not.
You're making excuses. Like you are literally making excuses.
Kill his career.
Yes, it did, because he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, and he knows and he knew it was wrong. And he
still did it, and he did it more than once. That's like we're not gonna sit here and act like he only did it. Like he's done it more than once.
What you're doing is giving the equivalent to as we've seen multiple times, NFL players beating their girlfriends and or wives, and the league sweeping it under the rug.
Right, like you can't sweep that under the rug, bro. Whether it happened one time, whether it happened multiple times, you raise your hand to your wife, bro. That you supposed to protect her, not beat her.
Okay, you know what? Maybe this is just because I've never been in a relationship before, and I just don't know what's
now. Some wives deserve. Some wives deserve.
I just had a perspective of. He did it one time. Never did it again.
Not you. My first wife.
I'm gonna say this.
My first wife stole on me unprovoked. And look, she hit me. She hit me on the right side, and because she was standing on the right side of me, and she was left-handed. I did not see it coming.
Just realize I'm the best wife.
Well, yeah.
You're the current wife. Yeah, that makes you the best wife.
I'm the last wife
Oh,
also.
Jesus Christ, chaos.
But you know,
Jesus
I
Christ,
think I'm gonna have to surrender this one because
Hold on.
I've never been in a
Chaos,
relationship before.
one day you're gonna catch a lump on your fucking head.
It's clear that if I did, I might have a different point of view, or I might have a better leg to stand on. It's just from my perspective. He did it one time. He knew it was wrong.
Let me
Never
put
portrayed
this
as a good thing.
Let me put this in perspective for you. Every woman I've ever been with, I've told, as long as you never hit me, you ain't got to worry about me putting my hands on you. Ever. And that's the bottom line. Self-defense is one thing.
Abuse is something completely different.
Abuse is like no. That's a non-starter.
Right.
That's a non-starter.
I will say this.
Like I said, I'm throwing my hands up.
I am a firm believer.
I don't think I got a leg to stand on because I've never had a relationship before in my life.
Yeah. So me personally, I am a firm believer of the term. You come at me like a man, I'm gonna beat your ass like one.
Thank you.
If you attack me, me, I have every right to defend myself. I don't care if you have what's between your legs. That's all difference in that point is, well, you ain't got nothing. Well, you don't have what's between my legs, so that's not gonna work. But
if they're the group, if they're the group of women attacking my woman, I'm beating their ass.
If there's a group of women attacking my woman, right? If there's a group, I'm jumping in there. If it's one-on-one, I agree with you. That's all her.
One-on-one, oh, she can handle that.
One-on-one, she can handle that.
If she come to me with something, I'm walking away for a little bit. I'm gonna be like, look, hey, you gonna push me to a point. I'm backing up. If you decide to pursue after that initial backup, I can't tell you what happened after that because again, I am choosing to back up and you're still pursuing. But that is all of these examples are completely different from Hank Pym, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
all completely different from Hank Pym.
This wasn't aggravated assault.
This
wasn't aggravated assault. This wasn't self-defense. Like he just straight up swung at a woman. You can't do that shit. There's no
you can't do that.
Yeah.
Let me put this in perspective.
What he did at all.
There's no denying. But I'm just saying,
wife number one. I told y'all she stole on me, right? So unconsciously, I swung back and hit her. I'm like, whoa. We ain't supposed to be doing this. I walked away. She threw a fucking space heater at me.
God
I
damn.
come back. I grab her. I grab her. I'm like, choking. I'm like, stop. I walk away again. She threw a steel chair at me like we was in the WWE.
God damn.
What did I do to deserve all of this? What did I do to deserve all of this? I told her because after I was doing security for these strippers and shit, we was at a party though. It wasn't a strip party, and they didn't speak to her on the way out. She was like, "Well, bye, bitches," and I was like, you had the opportunity to speak to them too after bam, yada, yada. I said, you know what? You acting jealous for no reason. You acting like my kid's mother. And she stole on me. That was the entirety of that. Was I wrong for saying you acting like my kid's mother? Probably, but she was. This is the same woman who walked about 5 miles at midnight to go to my kid's mother's house to make sure I wasn't still sleeping with her. So yeah, you was a little crazy. But I would have never put my hands on her.
Yes, I'm sorry that happened to you, man, bro. Like that just screwed up.
I would have never put my hands on her. But she stole on me. And out of instinct, I swung back. And it was like, hey, this is over. Hey, we ain't supposed to be doing this. You know, we're supposed to be loving on each other. And I'm walking away. She threw a space heater at me. What the fuck? How crazy are you?
I can tell you like this. Honestly,
if it landed in the right spot.
I can tell you like this. I've had some really horrible exes. I've never had one throw a space heater at me. I had one came
Have
at
you
me
had
with
one?
a knife.
Have you had one throw a steel chair at you like she was fucking Brock Lesnar?
That I have not. I have had one that came at me with a knife.
Ooh, shit, yours. You win. You win.
Yeah.
It was just a little cut, Poppy. It was just I just stabbed you a little bit. Let me go make you some dinner to make it better.
Listen, I'm just lucky.
Damn.
I'm just lucky at two things. One, I'm a little bit adept at disarming something when I know my life is in danger. And number two, I'm lucky that she had the agility of a baby deer. Okay, just couldn't do shit. All right.
Yeah. So under no circumstances is beating your wife, your girlfriend, ever fucking acceptable. Ever.
Yeah.
Never acceptable.
Never at all.
Attacking.
So
Hank Pam is a dick.
Yeah. So to go back to the question of the fourth, it's gonna be a tie between Xavier and Pym because worst motherfuckers in goddamn Marvel comics that are supposedly your hero.
The hero. Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Can I explain why I don't like Hank Pym?
Xavier's a bit of a lech. He was a bit of a lech.
Okay, so here's why I don't like Hank Pym.
In
One,
first class,
he's responsible for Ultron. Two, he's got like if people think Batman's arrogant,
and I am, but go ahead.
Hank Pym's ego. If it was electricity, it would power the world till the end of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a problem with arrogant people.
He has a massive inferiority complex.
Who hurt you?
Somebody arrogant.
Like, no, for real. No, for real. Like, if we look at like all of your reasons for disliking individuals who someone else would look at as not necessarily the light that you have it in. Like somebody hurt you personally that was arrogant.
What was her name?
Right.
I guess maybe.
You know what? I don't like her for you. I don't like her for you.
Horrible. He constantly makes the worst possible decisions I could ever think of. And the only person I think is worse is Tony Stark. And
he makes some shitty ass decisions.
Movie Tony Stark.
Well, see, Tony Stark is an alcoholic.
Great guy.
Movie Tony Stark ain't great either. Let's not even do that.
Let's be honest.
Let's not even sugarcoat it.
Like movie Stark ain't. He's not great either. Like just like I said before, movie Tony Stark,
movie Tony Stark. I mean,
they're
let's
both
be honest.
bad.
Movie Tony Stark. I mean, he got caught in that cave because he was selling arms.
Right.
Selling weapons to fund a war.
Civil War started because he was like, somebody got to keep us in check, and Steve is like, under what circumstances?
Right.
Yeah.
This
like
is something
Tony
that I mentioned as well. Like this was the whole thing about Captain America representing what America could be. If you have if the military and the government has complete control over an entire team of superheroes and even a god, this don't tell them what the fuck they're gonna have them do.
Right. That is completely unchecked because then they're only gonna sign off on shit that is going to be beneficial for the American government. Damn the fact that it could kill, Canada. Damn the fact that it could kill South America, which is still part of America in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or damn anybody else. But if, they just under one umbrella of America, that ain't a good look.
Yeah.
I look at my main issue with Tony Stark has everything to do with how he behaved in Civil War I and Civil War II, especially Civil War I.
I think in Civil War II, wasn't that about the whole...
That it's because you cannot tell me. One, I can't stand Civil War the movie is way better. Like, it wasn't a small thing. It wasn't a small feat to make the movie better. I'm just amazed, like how astronomically better Captain America: Civil War is compared to its comic counterpart, which is ass.
I think the first
So
Civil War movie, though. Granted, I will side with Tony Stark on one part. You tell me this dude killed my parents, and you knew. Valid crash out.
That was definitely a valid crash out.
yeah,
That's a
valid crash out.
Valid crash out.
He
But
Valid-
didn't crash out enough.
But
That's
everything
why I
else, no.
say movie Tony Stark is better than his comic counterpart.
He didn't crash out enough, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why he didn't crash out enough. Because all he wanted to do was take out Bucky. That's it. You tell me you knew, you gotta go too.
Yeah.
All these
Yes.
years, you knew, and you were pretending to be my friend.
Yes.
You gotta die.
You got to
Point
go.
blank. Period.
You
Gotta
do gotta
go.
go, but I'm the type of person that kind of think 5 feet in front of them as well. You gotta go, but so does the motherfuckers who hired you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Like you, we gotta go
It's
after
like
the people
walking in
who
the room
hired
with a
you.
bomb strapped to me because everybody dying.
He's like, before you
'Cause
go,
if-
let
if-
me
if
know
you-
who hired you. Then I can let them go, and then you could go.
But I'll argue in defense of Bucky. Again, mind controlled. This Bucky was a whole ass American. Everybody thought he died. The enemy took over him, took his mind, controlled him to do shit he did not fucking remember. And then even when he did remember, what did Bucky go do?
Trying to make things right.
He tried to go make things right. So again, if we're gonna talk about Civil War, and we're gonna say, like, yes, Iron Man had a valid crash out, but as smart as Iron Man is, he could have easily been like, you know what? You not really the problem. Like, I'm pissed off because you was the weapon. You was the one that killed my parents. I am wholeheartedly pissed off about that. But you didn't do it
I'll
willingly.
tell you why. I'll tell you why that mind control in this instance doesn't hold up. You get blackout drunk. You don't remember shit. You come in my house and kill my wife. Then when your memories start coming back, you come to apologize. You think I'm gonna accept your apology?
No, because you chose to get blackout drunk. You didn't choose to have your mind controlled. There's a difference there.
But that's still besides the point, though.
It's not besides the point.
You were the instrument of the demise.
But again, you chose that.
No. Even with Bucky, I can't let that slide and be like, oh, you didn't know what you was doing.
Let me try to pivot with this.
You killed the people who love me.
Let me try to pivot with this situation though. Let's pivot with the situation. We spoke about this on our second episode ever, which was God of War. If you want to look at that situation between Kratos, Freya, and Baldur, right? What happened to Baldur would never have happened if Odin didn't lie to him and say, "Oh, they know how to break the curse."
Mm-hmm.
Kratos wouldn't have gotten in that fist fight with Baldur. Baldur
He would have never
had,
killed Baldur.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, if you get blackout drunk, again, you chose to pick up that drink and go drinking. So
yeah, and Kratos.
I'm killing you. But again, if somebody is controlling you,
no, I understand what you say. I mean, it's like he may have been the one that metaphorically pulled the trigger, but he wasn't one that put the gun in his hands, loaded it up, cocked it, and said, "You have to shoot, otherwise I'm going to kill your entire family and you if you don't do it right now."
Mm-hmm. Like, there was no choice in that.
Freya, and if I'm going to, again, pivoting with God of War, if you look at those situations with Freya and Baldur, yes, it also started because she put that curse on him. The one about him not feeling shit and all that. It was a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did done it out of love, but it was still a curse. It was messed up. Oh, I didn't see it. But now, so if I'm looking at that situation, it all still stems down to Odin. Yes, it stems down to his parents, but it also stems down to Odin. Even where she realized when they made up, she realized Kratos is not at fault. He didn't do it out of hatred. He did it to defend himself. Even when she saw the dragon and found out, oh, he tried to take Atreus and stuff. She's like, this Kratos. More she's realizing Kratos was not at fault for what happened to Baldur. yes, he killed my son. But had my son not been, if it wasn't for me, for putting the curse on him, and of course, above all else, if it wasn't for Odin manipulating him, manipulating my son and saying that, oh, Kratos and his son had the way to break the curse, which they didn't even know about, this encounter would never have happened.
It would have never happened.
Who killing Odin? No.
What?
Who's killing Odin? No.
Kratos.
It was Kratos didn't kill Odin. It was what was it?
Originally, it was Atreus who removed his soul, and well, all of them were debating on whether or not it's okay to just keep him in the marble or maybe put him somewhere else or anything. Sindri grabs the soul, puts it down, and just slams his hammer on it like a G.
Yeah. So Kratos was like,
my cousins.
Kratos, I believe, at first probably would have, but he wasn't going to. Atreus obviously didn't want to do it. So they had his soul in like a little orb or whatever. But he gave it to his dad. Like, what are we going to do? And Kratos was like, no, I'm not. Listen, I took the chance. I took the opportunity of life and death from you for Freya. I'm not doing it again. You decide. And she's like, look, I've wanted to do this for a long time, but now that I'm at this point, I don't need this to feel like I'm whole again. Leave him alone. And so she gave back to Atreus. Next, Sindri snatches it and just says, fuck all that, and smashes it himself. So that's kind of what happened there. But at the end of the day, even at that, like I'm saying, to my major point, when you talk about what came to Bucky and everything, Bucky was just pretty much a bystander in all this. Someone who didn't want to get involved, but was forced to get involved in that situation. Kratos didn't even gave Baldur the chance to, like, yo, just walk away. You got what you want. You
people had opportunities to leave from that situation.
You literally have what you want now. We didn't even want the curse is broken. You literally had no reason, but you kept trying to come after us. You kept trying to come after us. You kept trying to come after me and my son. You kept trying to go after your mom. You had what you wanted. You can simply just fuck away and let this shit go. It's over now. The nightmare for you is over now. But you're still pursuing. And even when I got you pinned down, I could have snapped your neck right here and there. And my son is telling me, hey, Dad, it's not worth it. He's already beaten. And I told him, leave us alone. Don't touch your mother. I gave you that opportunity. What did you do? You walked straight up to your mother and tried to strangle her. You're not going to stop. That's it.
And on that, we come to the end of the show. So it's been a great show.
Oh yeah, we did kind of talk about
time. We went
over video games.
Hold on. Hey, before we go.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I still have not got an answer to the initial question, which was, how are mutants not a good representation or a good rep for mutant rights?
Asked how are X-Men not the good representation for mutants?
You didn't ask. You literally said.
Then you explained to me. Then you told me that doesn't that make them more human? I never answered that, and I apologize for that because I should have answered because at the time I thought actually no, it makes a good point. And I just never bothered to, but I just kind of like never bothered to say you did or anything like that. And I do apologize for that. I should have said no. You make a good point, and not only that, but not all the X-Men are assholes. I'm thinking of like Jubilee, Kitty Pryde, Storm, Iceman.
We'll talk about it next week.
Okay, we'll talk about that one next. We'll talk about that next.
One more. We'll expand.
Let's do a gaming time.
No. Wait. We'll expand a little bit more on means.
I'll say this before we go, though. I'm gonna say this before we go.
We'll talk about Means' question and expand
it's not
on
a
it a little bit more next show.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
so I'm gonna say this before we go, though.
Yeah.
Before we go, I got something I have to say. So
I'm sorry.
A few weeks ago, and this is honestly just
we'll talk about Means' point that he brings up of the systemic oppression of mutant rights and mutants.
Right.
We'll talk about more about that next week.
That sounds like a
So
good
before we go,
conversation.
I want to kind of give a warning to everybody. And so a few weeks ago, Means and we had a conversation on TikTok about AI. He asked me to stop using it, which I have not been, which I agreed to not do. A while back, I was doing this app where it's like free cash. I'm like, whatever. Let's see if it works. I know it's probably fake, but whatever. Just see for the fun of it, right? The advertisements, and this is what I want to warn everybody about. They are advertising an AI app, where I could take Chaos's picture, and then I could take maybe Harley's picture, put them together, and they're kissing.
Yeah.
Generative AI.
That is wrong.
I don't know the app.
That's wrong.
It's an advertisement.
That's
fucked up.
Been around.
This is fucked up.
That's the generative AI.
Angry, we've had this conversation about AI before, and we've said yes, it could be a useful tool, but if it wasn't used for nefarious reasons. As I'm hearing more about these data centers, I'm hearing all that, and I'm seeing this shit. Yeah, it's gotten nefarious. Y'all keep your guard up when it comes to this AI shit, y'all. This is that's a violation, bro. They advertise one where say, oh, this one picture, and this lady is lifting her nightgown, and they blurted out. I'm like, the fucking, why would you watch yourselves, man? Watch yourself.
Yeah.
Watch yourself. Right. Watch yourself. Watch yourself for real. Also, black folk don't hang themselves from trees. Flock cameras out here, and they are not. They're not catching the killers. So we gotta. If we end every show by saying, "Stop killing black folks. Stop hanging them from trees. Stop using these flock cameras to spy on everybody. Stop using AI to do nefarious shit." I'll end every show with that until people start to get the hint that we actually need to start saying more.
And black folks, black folks wear body
AI
cams.
to do something like that. That's just
black folk.
that's just wrong.
Wear body cams
privately for yourself. That is still wrong, and you need to seek help.
Yeah,
I have a body cam for work. I don't think the company would have liked me to wear it out in public, but I got you.
But
I got to get
your own. Hey, I have my own personal one. Wear that. Black folks, get your own body cam.
I'm about to get one.
Wear your body cam. So
Feel bad.
So we're at the end of the show.
Why you guys got body cams?
So we're at the end of the show, and we will see you all next week. I appreciate Means, Chaos, Dragon, you all coming through. Hope to see you again next week. And
here's the win.
Take care.
See y'all.
Absolutely.